Welcome to the first episode of the Title Charge YouTube channel. We've got Abby, Ben, Tom and myself to take you through our Champions League predictions. However, before we get into it, let's have 3 cheeky facts about everybody here.
Well, I didn't sign up for this.
Just go.
First up, we have Ben.
That's me.
He's a rock and roll god. He's a Liverpool fan from London. Yeah, that's right, you heard me. A Liverpool fan from London.
Beautiful.
And he used to have long, luscious
I did
locks,
indeed.
which he's chopped off with the aim of looking like a lesbian, apparently.
Oh,
Don't know why.
beautiful.
Forward to it.
Next up, we have Francis Matabay, who most graciously introduced us.
Yes.
On a night out, he's often mistaken for Spider-Man's best friend. His best moment was throwing up outside spoons at 11 a.m. before Burnley away. And lastly, rumour has it he's still waiting to see Arsenal win at home. Oh, that's a rough one to end it there.
And now we've got Abby. She claims to be a Leeds fan, but it's only because she finds Jesse Marsh attractive.
Don't we all?
Valid.
Don't we all? Yeah.
The only game she's ever been to was Leeds losing to Salford.
Yeah.
And she's got absolutely no ball knowledge whatsoever. She's only here for the clickbait and the vibes.
Yeah.
And finally, we have Tom. It was a very uneventful life, bless him. Sorry. No, he's from Huddersfield, obviously an avid Huddersfield fan. He says he works out, but he struggles to get a pan out of the fucking cupboard. Spends his money praying to the god that is Neil Warnock.
Thank you.
R.I.P.
Oh,
Valid.
R.I.P. Right, now everyone's been introduced. Let's move on to our group stage predictions.
Group predictions.
Yes, we got Group A first.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Bayern Munich, Galatasaray, Man United, and FC Copenhagen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I want to say I don't like Man U.
That is so
I
valid.
think that's valid
I
for
also
everyone.
don't like Man U.
Because
Yeah, I think that's valid for everyone
They like
here.
rapists, and
Oh.
we don't stand
Huh?
for.
Okay.
We don't stand.
Okay, well, I'll start off then. I can't see anyone but Bayern Munich winning that group.
I agree.
Yep.
I
actually
agree.
put
That-
I think
as
that's a
my
pretty
number one.
obvious
That's
one.
who I've put in my...
I actually promise it as
spot.
well. Like, I'm not even gonna cheat or change.
Yeah. Who else can win that group?
Yeah, I mean, you look at that team now. Maybe a bit of unrest with all of that, the linkage with João Pedro at the end of the transfer window, because obviously Tuchel, I don't think is too happy with not having his DM in there, because having to play Goretzka, yeah. And obviously he's still a baller, but I don't think Tuchel is too happy playing him in that position. So
What's happened to
Maybe,
Kimmich? What's happened to him?
yeah, well, Kimmich is the other player.
Mm.
That's the thing. Like, and they've obviously sold Gravenberch to Liverpool. To
Yeah.
my delight, I've got to say,
Great player.
great player. But maybe in that DM spot you've got a little bit of weakness. But we are talking about the whole season after all. Overwhelming.
They're going to win the entire tournament.
Overwhelming Bayern first.
Okay, so you're
Right.
putting everyone unanimous Bayern first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, so who have we put in second?
I've gone Galatasaray.
Oh, he's gone.
Really?
For he has gone for the
I
headliner.
put that last because it's just an ugly name. Like, I'm sorry, but
Love it.
I'm not here to.
This is the bull
I'm
knowledge.
I'm not being funny. I'm not here to be like, oh.
Do you know where Galatasaray is?
I don't know. It sounds like fucking Star Wars. No, I don't actually know.
Turkish. They're
Yeah,
Turkish.
that makes sense.
Right, so explain
The
why you
reasoning.
back Galatasaray this season.
Okay, I've gone for Galatasaray as second because their home games are going to be so important for them.
Yeah.
For any team going to Galatasaray away, it's ridiculously difficult.
It's a
and
fortress, isn't it?
honestly, the noise that they make, the fans of Galatasaray are going to get them through. And United are in bad form anyway. They lost 3-1 to Brighton.
Yeah, I would say, like, looking at their team, their spine is quite strong this season. Like, they've got Muslera, who I believe is Uruguayan
They've got
ex number one.
And they got Icardi up front as well.
They've got Torreira,
Yeah, ex-Arsenal
Torreira,
player.
ex-Arsenal player. They've also got Dries Mertens
Ah.
as well, pulling the strings in that.
Icardi
number
scored
10.
Icardi scored 5 goals
Yeah.
in 4 games though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
So, and their current record, like
Have you-
in the league, is
I don't-
just unbeaten. So,
Yeah.
they are coming in pretty strong for this season. So is that where you have United in third?
I do have United in third. Yeah. Wait,
I
have you
have-
all got
I-
United in second?
I've got
Yeah,
United in
second.
second. Yeah.
That's
I
it.
still think
Sorry,
that
United fans.
I still think that they're gonna come second in this group.
As much as I am worried for United starting off this season because their
Yeah.
starting form has been pretty.
I just
Appalling,
think they're going to
appalling.
struggle away from home.
Horrendous.
I just think they're going to struggle.
Yeah.
I've got.
But there's something different
Well,
about Europe.
Yeah.
Who
They're,
have you got third? Have you got
Galatasaray in third.
And-
I think
and-
then
No,
I
I've
did
got
go
Yeah.
for.
Galatasaray last.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got them last, yeah.
I did go for initially Galatasaray's last, but now, upon reflection, now I would probably put them third.
When you see their form,
I would probably put them third with reflection.
I'd say that they're just gonna miss out on that second place spot in the group. I think they are gonna challenge in the Europa League when they do drop down. Well, if they do drop down, but you know, I'd love it if Man United do
Yeah.
drop down.
Well,
So, is that Group A? We haven't talked about Copenhagen yet. We don't know. Do you know? Have you got research about them?
I think they are in. I think they are in good form.
They've so Akuri was the new signing for this season. Currently has 5 goals and
Who's
assists in
Susan,
5.
mate? Who's Susan?
Huh?
You signing for the Susan?
All right, what are you saying?
Okay, we're moving on to
No,
Group B.
no, to be fair, Copenhagen just shit. You just. You know. There's no
They're
point.
Not there. They're not.
Yeah, but there's no point discussing it in the
his heart they
context
are.
of the Champions League.
No, I feel like we
like
are disrespecting Copenhagen a little bit, but my true prediction is I think they're coming last.
you come in
Yeah.
last, innit? So you're gonna be shit.
Okay, well we're moving on to Arsenal next. Then let's see how they're
Top of the
going.
league, top of the group.
I have actually got them top of the group.
Oh, I
Sorry.
put them third.
Third? Are you
Ooh,
stupid?
I like
No,
that.
listen to my reasoning, just to wind you up a bit.
Right.
Not
Mate,
gonna
what?
lie.
Yeah.
You
Not
put
for any-
Sevilla
not
to
for
win the
any
group.
not for any other reason. I put you third. Well, Arsenal third, just to piss you off a bit.
You've got no ball knowledge. Arsenal
I'm
are
here for
not.
the vibes.
Arsenal are gonna qualify through to the group after the group stage.
I'm agreeing with that, but I'm gonna go Sevilla top.
Me too.
Seriously?
I'm thinking
Now
for
they're
Sevilla.
Europa League merchants, mate.
I'm thinking PSV
But
could
that's
do it.
what I want them to
I
not
got
get in
PSV last.
Europa League. As a biased Liverpool fan, obviously,
Oh,
I
no,
want
you-
them to not get in the Europa
You got to take
League.
emotion out of it.
Yeah,
and
you're not
predictions,
allowed to be
man.
biased. I'm
Sevilla,
not biased.
Sevilla are dropping down into the Europa League
Wait,
and
you're not-
winning it.
So me and Francis.
This is waffle.
Have we got the same
Me
group?
and Francis have got Arsenal top.
Arsenal top. Who have you got in second?
I've got PSV. In
I've
second.
got PSV.
I-
I think
I've
they're
got
gonna give
Lens.
Arsenal a good game. I don't think Sevilla are
If you go
as
back,
much of a challenger to Arsenal as PSV.
if you go back to October last year when they played in the Europa League,
My birthday.
PSV beat them 2-1 inaugurate over the 2 games.
I can't back them because they're good in Europa League, like you say. They had a good performance in the Europa League compared to Sevilla and Arsenal. I just think there's like a monumental difference between that drop off second and third.
I think I'm struggling to see where you're coming with from Seville because of they have such bad league form. They
Yeah.
and they
But then they always do well in Europe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
this
is
is-
their
this
this is
Europa
sort of
League,
their
not Champions
competition.
League, Europa League.
Yeah, so they're gonna. Oh, you're arguing
Yeah,
with him.
We're agreeing with each other.
Mate, it's such a severe thing to do, to drop out of the Champions League, go into the Europa League. They're getting to the final, and then
And
they're gonna
beat
beat
Liverpool.
But you honestly
Beat
think they're going to
Liverpool.
lose enough games against Arsenal
Yes.
and PSV to?
Yes, I'm
I
I'm
think
confident.
Arsenal and PSV beat Seville. And I think
If you
I
look,
just
if
don't
you look at the
think so.
quality in Arsenal and PSV
Yeah,
compared to Sevilla, who have Sevilla got? Rakitic.
yeah. I mean, looking at their team, like it's
El
all, it's all
Naziri.
creativity. It's like they've got Sergio Ramos playing for them now, so it's
He's
a pretty good
old
spine.
now,
Yeah, I know he's old, but he can still put his body around. I'm sure.
have we all
ancient.
got Lawns in
Lens?
last?
Lons,
Yes.
yeah.
No, I
Lons
put them
last.
second,
Hold on a sec.
just because the name's quite fun.
That's valid.
Do you know?
I'll just give you some stats about Lons. They haven't won in 8 games. They haven't kept a clean sheet in 6 games, and in the last 2 games they haven't even scored.
Well,
Well,
I
hearing those
believe them.
statistics, it's bad.
It's
but
very bad.
statistics
Yeah,
aren't always
so
right. I believe in them. I'll get some little.
You are right.
I'll get some little
Sometimes don't
crystals.
matter.
Yeah.
However, I think they're coming bottom of this group.
Well,
yeah,
I have
I think
believed in
that's probably quite clear. I mean, they were surprised second in Ligue 1 last season.
They lost a lot of players after that.
Like it's the classic Ligue 1 thing. Normally with Monaco, when a team does well and they're just
Poached.
gonna
Yeah, all the players
drop
poached.
out. So
Yeah.
that's a pretty clear fourth. So yeah.
Right. Let's
Right,
Go on to,
Group
Group
C.
C.
Group C, yeah.
What have we got for number one?
Surely it's pretty clear.
I think this is across the board in it. Real Madrid,
Yeah,
number one.
okay,
Madrid,
me
yeah,
too.
yeah.
That just reminds me of being in primary school.
When you've
so all
got
the boys
when
were
you've got players like
obsessed.
Bellingham.
Yeah.
Bellingham, yeah.
I mean, like it's another thing where it's who needs a striker when you've got Bellingham.
Yeah.
For some
Absolutely
reason.
amazing.
He was in my dream the other day. I was at a
he was
trampoline
in your
park
dream?
with him.
No, it's just when you got a player like Bellingham, 5 goals, 1 assist in 5 games. Is he playing centre mid for them? Is it?
Well, he's playing as a number 10. He's
Yeah.
basically a shadow striker. It's like that Dele Alli. Like,
Yeah, it's
mould.
just like, and they're going to be another team like Bayern Munich actually pushing to win the entire competition. They've got to win their group.
They've got a great record in the
I mean,
competition
that
as well.
midfield is just with still veterans like Modric and Kroos, like just
Oh, yeah.
and Tchouameni
Yeah,
and
the attackers,
Camavinga,
yeah.
Bellingham.
Cruz's rating on FIFA's got to go down at some point though. What is it this year? It cannot be 88 for much longer.
Whoa,
Man's got like 47 pace.
he's got to stop winning
Pets.
stuff at some point.
You
That's
know,
why he's still
and the
stopped
thing
winning
is as
stuff at
well,
some
I feel
point.
like a good benchmark for all of this is if I've heard of them, then they're most likely to be quite good.
Yes.
Right.
That's happening. So
Right, who else out of that group have you heard of? Who have you put in second?
I literally haven't heard of any of us. Braga, is that
You
it?
put Braga in second.
Yeah, is that
See,
valid?
Do you not know
I think-
Naples in Italy?
I think to be fair, in this group, second and third is very interesting as to where you put teams because I think
Really?
What, in this group specifically or in general?
Well, in general, but this group,
This group.
as well. Union Berlin could be. I mean,
They're
I think they
underdogs.
are the underdogs, but they could surprise people
That
and
is what an
finish
underdog
second.
is.
However, I have put Napoli second.
I have put Napoli second as
I
well.
put Napoli last just because.
I've put Napoli second. I mean, they did win the Scudetto.
I mean, they've got Victor
I think-
Osimhen.
I think they're not quite as good as
Yeah.
they were.
Most hotly rated striker in world football, arguably, in their ranks. So
Well,
Yeah.
we've been hearing a lot of transfer news about him, and
and he's not gone.
rumours. Yeah, he's not gone. He's stuck.
He's
at
still
Napoli.
scored 3
What a
goals in 4
loyal man.
games. To be fair,
Yeah.
he's still.
No, he's an absolute monster. Really, without him,
They've declined
so-
from last year, 100%.
Yeah.
But they've still got a good enough team that they can finish second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I've got Braga fourth. 'Cause
Braga, yeah.
I've got Braga third. I'm
third.
sorry. I'm.
What have you put Union Berlin last?
I put Union Berlin last.
Man.
Oh, sorry,
I think
you said
Hmm.
Braga fourth.
Yeah, I think
No,
you're
no.
sleeping
I
on
put
Union
them
Berlin, man.
second.
You're sleeping on Union
Right.
Berlin.
That's cute.
Right, Group D. I've put the winner of that one to be Inter.
Same.
I have also put Inter Milan.
I think.
Yeah, Inter.
Did you see their last result? Beating AC Milan in the derby 5-1.
Yeah, I mean, isn't
actually
it
didn't
their
Yeah,
last?
I don't know why. I just.
Yeah, Inter Milan. I can't see anyone else winning that group.
Yeah.
I think it was a fairly simple decision.
Yeah.
Strong
Mm.
team this season as well.
Very
much
strong.
As much as they didn't do as well last season, strong team. Unbeaten so far in the league this season.
Yeah, they've won the last 7 games, haven't they?
Martinez,
Yeah,
Naruto Martinez, obviously in the Ballon d'Or shortlist.
I'm going to be interested in who you guys have put second.
This is quite a
Do you want me to
mixer
put?
group.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah,
think?
I put Salzburg.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Serious?
Really?
Oh, that's interesting because I've got.
I put them
Benfica
bottom.
Oh,
You put.
The
See,
what?
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That 2, 3, 4 positions.
I think
I feel like
very
it'd be
much
anyone.
mix-up.
I think you are sleeping on Salzburg though. I've got them third, but I think you are sleeping on them a little bit.
Do you know who I put in second? Real Sociedad.
Oh my, yeah, you're well out of it, mate.
I put them last.
I've
What?
got them last as well.
But like they're basically their talisman in Kubo. 4 goals and assists in 5 starts this season. So, but whether it can last, they've not really got that.
I've got Benfica second. I can't. I just think they're
I had
better.
them third.
I just.
I had them third too.
I have Benfica as a surprise fourth.
You've got
I've gone as an upset.
Really?
I've
Wow.
predicted them as an upset.
No, I've got Inter, Benfica, Salzburg, and then Real Sociedad last.
As much as I rate Benfica's team and like Di Maria is in there,
Yeah.
so and put it like he's currently doing absolutely flying basically. But
Yeah, Di Maria's
Yeah,
got
just-
4 goals, 1 assist in 5 games.
Yeah.
I think they're going to
We'll
be...
see what happens. We'll see what happens
yeah,
at the end of the group
Salzburg
stage.
second.
And I'll be right.
Okay,
for sure.
let's move on to Group E then. I'll start again. I've Atletico Madrid up top.
I put them third.
I've put Atletico Madrid to top Group E.
Yeah, I've gone Atleti second.
Who have you got top?
Who's yours?
I've gone with Sarri-Ball in Lazio. in first.
Seriously?
I put them last.
As much as looking at their league form, like I'm pretty sure they're
they've lost-
17th right now.
They've lost 3. I think they're 15th. They've lost 3 of their first 4 games.
Yeah, so
Although they did
in
beat
league
Napoli though.
league form, not not as strong.
Yeah, that's why
But
I'm
this is
happy
still
with bottom
Maurizio
one.
Sarri. I think he's still got a little thing to pull out the sleeve.
So
And,
but you put Atleti second.
it's gonna be W's. I put Atleti second. I'm not stupid.
Atleti
but,
second, yeah.
I've still gone for.
I've
Right,
yeah.
I'm interested to see who else you put. Who have you put second?
I put Feyenoord second.
So have I.
I put them first.
I think they're gonna. You put them first.
Yeah, 'cause it's a cute name.
I think they're gonna surprise us. I know nothing about the club, but it's just gonna surprise us.
What, Feyenoord?
Feyenoord, yeah.
Yeah.
It just sounds cute, so I believe in them. I'm gonna have a look what they look
I
like.
think-
Yeah, I mean,
Actually,
they, they've
Sarri
scored,
Ball.
they've scored plus 5 goals in their past 3 games.
Yeah, didn't they win like 6-1 last?
Yeah, 6-1, 5-0. I'm pretty sure, and then another 6-0. Something crazy like
Yeah.
they've scored 19 goals in 5 games. Their last 5 games, but they're only 4th in the league, so they're not
Yeah.
necessarily pulling all of the results in.
Mm.
So I've gone
Yeah.
Feyenoord 4th.
I think that's just.
I've had to back Celtic. I think it's a
Serious?
little bit of
Yeah.
the English, like, well, not English, but like UK, like you want to see like. your
I've
home
put them
nation
rock bottom to
do
finish.
well.
I think they're
What,
gonna.
Celtic.
I think Celtic are really gonna struggle in this group.
I have
Aw.
also got Celtic at the bottom.
Look how cute he is.
Yeah, looking at their
I'll
recent.
put a picture of him on the screen now. It's Santiago Jimenez.
29.
Uh,
Oh.
wait, is that Feyenoord? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've actually got a stat about him. He's
He's cute.
no, he's not playing because he got a red card in the Europa League last season.
What
So-
for?
So for well, I don't know. I didn't.
We haven't
look at the video.
researched
But that's
that bit.
more
it's-
interesting.
so
That's
it
more
lasts
gossip.
over.
Hang on, they're missing Jimenez for the red card, and this Yuda is injured, and I've heard that he's a pretty detrimental player for them. So they potentially.
Detrimental.
Who's this again?
This is
The
Feyenoord.
cute one.
Yeah. So there could be a potential Celtic upset there, but I
Yeah.
just can't see it.
Brendan Rodgers is at the helm. That's all I have to
I
say.
don't rate him at all.
Premier League quality manager he is, and he's.
Oh, Premier League quality got Leicester relegated. Yeah, there you go.
Premier
Yeah,
League
but
quality. He's
he
not.
won an
he's not
FA
in the
Cup.
Premier League anymore.
He did win an FA Cup. He got
All right.
5th in the league like twice or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
5th in the league with Leicester.
Is that a trophy?
Hey, fourth was a trophy for Arsenal every season like a decade ago. So
Yeah, but you know,
yeah,
we've
that's
moved
Arsene
on.
Wenger,
That's a decade
Arsene
ago.
Wenger territory. So
Yeah, that's Arsene Wenger. That's old news.
Tottenham scored 5 goals against Burnley, and that was their trophy.
Yeah.
Exactly. Audi Cup. So there's
Anyway,
there's levels
so
to
you
this.
got Lazio top of your league, but I've
So
got
yeah,
them third.
Lazio, Atleti, Celtic,
bottom of mine.
Feyenoord.
God, yeah.
Okay.
I've got Atletico Madrid, Feyenoord, Lazio, and Celtic at the bottom.
I'm the same as that. So let's move on to the group of death, which is
It
absolutely
actually is
group
the group of death.
group
Yeah.
F.
Even I understand the stress of
Jesus
this.
I actually
Christ.
feel sorry for Newcastle.
Yeah,
Like,
sorry.
The
They're,
minute
they're at the bottom of my list.
the
they're
minute they
fucked.
got what's it called chosen out of the thing, you could see
yeah.
you could
Yeah.
see the face.
they've not been in the Champions League since the 2003-4 season. They didn't even make it to the group stages. They got knocked out by.
Qualifying round.
It's a rough group for them. It is a rough group.
Mm.
However,
Who's topping that group for you?
I put
top of the group.
Milan.
I've got Dortmund.
I
You
s-
two
Quite
got.
bold.
I see
I
see
have gone
that.
bold in this group.
I see that.
I-
I've
What have
also
you
gone
two done?
bold. I've also gone bold. Dortmund I put second.
I put Dortmund
I
first.
don't
I'd
necessarily
put
rate them
Dortmund
to
win
go
the group.
all the way. Like they are currently 7th in the league.
But they've
The team
not
overall
lost
is
in-
just weaker without Bellingham.
I swear they've not lost in like 22 games. So they're
Who did you put as your number one?
AC Milan.
Yes, so did I.
Their team this season
What?
overall, their team.
I can feel it.
They're
There's
not. They're
something.
not. The thing is, last season they were completely reliant on Rafa Leao.
Yeah.
Completely reliant on him. As soon as he came out, they we saw against Inter in the semi-final, just completely capitulated. Now they've got players. Yes, they might have been bench players in the Prem, like in Pulisic, Loftus-Cheek, but they can be serious players for Milan, I think, and they definitely have the minerals in them to
From
make
what-
an upset.
I
first.
agree, dude. I can just feel it. Like it's just
But
gonna
didn't they
happen.
lose
You
last
also
week?
put first
Yeah.
for Milan.
I can feel it. It's gonna
From
happen.
what I've seen, Dortmund are
It's going to happen then.
Dortmund haven't lost in the last 20 matches, and they're 11
Yeah.
games unbeaten in away games.
Yeah, I put them second. I think they are going to go through.
No,
So, so we're all rating Dortmund, which is
Yeah.
I
quite a
got
bold.
third.
And legit anything can happen in this group. There's not a bad prediction here, I don't think.
If Newton
it
unless Newcastle's at the top, then that's a bad prediction.
I mean, let's go on to
that,
second.
Yeah.
that is going to be quite interesting
Let's
if
go
we've
on
seen
to
No,
these guys
second.
at the
well,
top.
with
Yeah.
Newcastle, like.
I have got Newcastle second in this
Second.
group.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've actually backed to Dortmund, Newcastle.
Dortmund, Newcastle to go through
Who's your
over
third
PSG.
and
Wow,
fourth?
that's
PSG,
real
AC
underdog
Milan.
stuff.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
I just think the home games again. I'm going for the home support. I reckon the fans are going to get Dortmund and Newcastle through this group.
No, Newcastle. I just think they won't have the legs to take them through.
Yeah, but I've seen
you got to see they're rotating the teams. Premier League games.
You
Well,
Champions
so you're
League
saying you
games.
don't think they've got the legs even though they are rotating?
I think they'll
I
like
just think
pussy
they do.
out a bit.
I think that's their first Champions League experience in years. It's a massive club. Eddie Howe is going to be like fucking shouting at them in the
That
changing room
stadium is going to be absolutely rocking.
and
So-
I reckon it's going to get them through it. And I think a lot of people have been saying that losing Messi and Neymar have been good for PSG. I don't agree. I think
Well, PSG's lineup is like you basically like would think it's a whole different
it's
side.
the weakest it's
with-
been in years, right?
Well, I wouldn't say weak. It's just like they have signed Kolo
completely
Muani,
different,
who
That
is
is
a
a good-
great
that is a good
player.
signing, yeah.
They've also got. I think they've got a lot of players who've not really done too much with their career, but they're still names. Like Asensio, for example.
But then you're coming straight into the Champions League. Are you then going to be able to beat teams like Dortmund and Newcastle that are just
I
fighting
think
for their
that's
lives?
the thing. I think it's far too much of a rotation in such a short amount of time. Like you've got to give it time.
So
to
where have you got PSG?
fourth.
Fourth.
I've gone bold.
Well, I've got them third.
Well, I've done no research on the top of the group because I didn't realise they had. I didn't realise they had transfers going
He's put
out.
them first.
For some reason, I still thought Messi and Neymar were still at the club.
What? That was the story of
I knew that actually.
Mate, I have not been paying attention. I know Messi's gone to fucking Inter Miami, but it's just like
thought Messi and Neymar
I
were
just
still at PSG.
when I was doing these, it didn't clock into my head.
And we
that
said
they've-
she had no ball knowledge. It's you.
They've
Oh,
actually think. But you never know. PSG can pull it out of the bag.
For just for you.
No.
They could. They genuinely
They could.
Well, they should. Not even could. They should.
Yeah,
PSG
yeah.
should comfortably be winning every group that they're in.
But
With the
I
amount of
think
money they
Newcastle are
spend.
going to feel too out the depth.
Hype
Yeah.
behind Newcastle because it's their first season back into Champions League. I just think they're just gonna
where have you put them?
capitulate.
It's the
Third.
reason-
Third.
They're not
Who've
gonna
you got
come-
last then? Who've you got last?
Milan.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Capitulation is not third. I think that's very respectable for a first season back.
No, but I think
after-
all the hype behind it. Lots of people
Newcastle.
Because
saying
they're
yeah.
not like Arsenal. They've not been in the Europa League for the previous season.
Yeah.
You've not just been constantly in the Europa League.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say. But Arsenal
Yeah, I know what you're
just
trying to say.
Haven't heard that Champions League music in so many years.
We want to hear that. These are the champions. We don't want to hear. Oh.
All right, mate.
Carry on.
This is Europa League.
Yeah, that's what Liverpool are gonna be hearing.
Just had to swing it on me. Yeah.
Hey,
Moving on.
Group G.
This should be.
I feel like we
easiest-
should be unanimous on this.
This
Who's
should be
number
the
one?
easiest decision
Right, ready?
of anyone.
3, 2, 1.
Manchester
Man
City.
Yeah.
Shakhtar Donetsk. No, it's Man City.
I do
Yeah.
feel like City get an easy group every year.
They do.
It
absolutely
is
do.
what it seems
I'm
like now.
sorry, but Young Boys doesn't even sound like a football club.
Yeah, Francis likes young boys. I mean,
Mate, it's not my favourite team. There's only one person who likes Young Boys.
Let's
So
not
that
make
leaves it
Jimmy Savile.
completely open
No.
to put whatever you want in there.
yeah. So we've all got Man City top
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
City, and
Oh,
then
They should absolutely
Nah.
destroy that group as well. They
Yeah.
should not lose a game.
Leipzig. You can't.
They've already
underrate
played Leipzig last year. It's absolutely demolished them.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Leipzig in
before,
second.
Like
No,
8-2
but
on
but
aggregate.
that's
Yeah, they battered
that's
them.
treble winning City.
And I think they can win the treble
Mate,
again.
they're Red Bull.
No,
they're
no,
Red
no,
Bull.
We can't be saying.
You're saying that as a
City.
biased
Oh,
Liverpool
be
fan, right?
Red Bull.
Because
It
City,
is.
A little bit, yes.
City can win the treble again this year.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell
I
me
feel
why
like-
they can't. Tell me why
Their
they
their
can't.
squad, I believe, it has got as much as it's still amazing. It's still head and shoulders above the rest of the Premier League.
Exactly.
It's-
There's your answer then.
But it's overall weaker than it was last season.
But do you think they're gonna be going for those? Could you,
Would you think
do you
that?
think they're gonna be going for the FA Cup? Do you think they're gonna be going for the Carabao
Yes.
Cup? I think
I think,
no.
sorry, the Premier League is already in the bag for them.
They
We're-
have everything.
We're
now.
5 games into the season. The Premier League is already in the bag for them. I've got them to win the Champions League. That is my
Mate, their
entire
their
prediction.
focuses are Premier League and Champions League. You can't tell me that they're going
Yeah,
they're
and
focusing on the FA Cup
They don't
and
need to
Carabao
focus
Cup.
on it. That's what I'm saying. They don't need to.
They'll just
Yeah.
do it.
Exactly.
It's
So
the same as they did last
they're
year.
going to put a whole youth team out during those
And they'll
games.
still win.
No, they're not going to still win.
Yes, they are.
So why?
Man,
Just.
They've
so
sold
you-
they've sold one of their best youth players, Cole Palmer, to
To
Chelsea.
and
45 million, no?
they're gonna ruin his career.
Yeah. Are you saying then that City are going to win the double?
Yes.
And I'm saying they're gonna win the treble.
I
I'm
think
saying
no.
that's a massive oof.
Back onto the predictions. Have we all got Abby's Leipzig second then?
I did.
Yeah.
So City, Leipzig.
Yeah. And
I've
then
gone with.
I've done Young Boys third
I-
because I've heard more of them
I've
than
also-
Oh,
Savina
I've
Saveda.
I've gone with FK.
Yeah, I pull that
Savina
one.
Saveda.
Yeah, I've gone third,
Wicked
and then
people.
Young Boys fourth.
I've gone Young Boys third and Red Star
Red Star
Belgrade
Belgrade fourth. Yeah, I've
It's
done
a
the
tough,
same.
But-
tough day out, but for the Young
I
Boys.
put them last because no football team should be called Young Boys. That's boring.
You know, don't they play at like the Wank something arena or something? I swear
Shall I
they do.
look?
Yeah.
Stadium.
Oh yeah, Wankdorf.
Yeah.
Wankdorf.
Yeah, it's,
Wankdorf Stadium.
it's Young Boys at the
Brilliant.
Wankdorf Stadium.
Yeah.
On to
Oh, sorry, and it also hosted the 2008 Euros. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
That's all my facts done.
Interesting. That's actually a good fact.
Yeah, I know.
Group then.
Yep.
Group H.
Again, I think it's a fairly simple first.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Barcelona.
No.
I've put Barcelona, but I do think that
Oh,
they
me.
could.
I've got Barcelona.
I've gone with a Porto. Porto's the shock.
They're my third.
I
No, I've
think
got
I
them
just
second,
want the
but-
underdogs to win too much. So
There's a bit in me that thinks Barcelona could drop down to the Europa League.
No, but Barcelona's form is so good.
As-
Their team is
You never
still,
know. Shakhtar Donetsk, you know.
They're still
Shaka Khan.
their team is still unreal.
Who have they got in their team?
Lewandowski up front,
Yeah.
mate.
it's Lewandowski.
They're unreal.
And need we say more? Basically,
the o-
yeah.
I mean, I know it's been like that for years, but the only team above them
Tight.
It's okay.
in the Liga is Real Madrid still. So like, they should win this league. This group, sorry, they should win this group.
Yeah, I've still gone second. I still think that.
No,
Porto
I've just swapped it around.
upset.
I've got Porto second. I've got Barcelona top. I truly believe they'll finish first.
I agree.
Who have you got in second?
Porto,
I got Porto as well.
because I rate them.
I have
just don't
Antwerp.
think- Antwerp are
felt
doing
like
really
it.
well this season.
Felt like it.
They've improved the squad massively.
You know who
It's
plays
nice.
for
Also-
Antwerp? A little shout out to Vincent Janssen, ex Spurs player.
Why?
Why
do
shout
I
I
care?
don't remember him.
Sorry.
But they also have Toby Alderweireld. League.
Yeah, so that last year they won the Belgian league,
Mm.
and that is like massive for them. He became captain and lifted the trophy for them. So I rate them,
Like, that is.
but
But can you be carried by like a collection of players in a Champions League group with Porto, Barca, and
they're good.
Shakhtar.
They're good, but they're just not going to beat Barcelona and Porto. I just don't think.
Because
even
they're-
Shakhtar? Like
Really?
I do think
Nah.
the level.
I've got Shakhtar.
Where
for
are they from?
Ukraine.
Shakhtar of Ukraine, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's Royal Antwerp, Belgium.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I think there's just
I've
such a
got
gap.
Shakhtar last just because I
Yeah.
think they're just The maximum is Europa League,
Really, I've put Shakhtar third.
and you've put
I put
last.
Antwerp last. Yeah.
Shakhtar third.
I've gone the other way around.
I just think there is a big gap between Shakhtar.
Just so we know. at the end of
Shakhtar's
that.
quality.
I just think they're devoid of goals. 15 goals in their first 7 matches in the
Who
league.
Antwerp?
Yeah, I think for a
I
team
believe in them, so
operating
that's
in
okay.
their league, that's quite as much as it's a great tally. I think we've seen a lot better.
So those are our group stage predictions. Let us know in the comments down below who you thought was right and who you thought was wrong in the predictions. Do I actually have any ball knowledge? Well, make sure to smash that like button and click that subscribe button, Thank you very much for watching and
you.
goodbye.